Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Spencer Brown. I'd like to welcome you to tonight's live telecast of tonight's varsity basketball match between the Madison Central Indians and the Trinity Shamrocks here at Trinity Steinhauser Gymnasium. Madison Central is coached by Ellen Feldhaus Jr. The Indians have a record of 13-11, and they had a slow start to the year, but have bounced back to win 4 straight, including a 1-point thriller on Tuesday night against Tate's Creek. And 1 year ago, Madison defeated Trinity by a score of 51-48, so the Rocks out for revenge tonight. Madison is led by Dustin Gerald with 14.6 points per game. Trinity, on the other hand, is coached by Mike Szabo in his 16th year with the Rocks. They come in here with a record of 20-3, and one key for them has been the depth of the Rocks, and they are led by junior six-man Jay Scrubb, who leads the team in scoring with 16.1 points per game. We now direct your attention to the national anthem, led by Lacey Maugray.
Madison Central High School. This time we ask that everyone please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem by Miss Lacey Maugray, a senior at Assumption High School and daughter of Trinity faculty member and coach Mike Maugray.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Coach Mike Maugray with the national anthem. Let's turn it over to Mike Giedig for tonight's starting line.
Tonight's game. First, the Indians from Madison Central High School. Starting at guard, number 5, Isaiah Minter. At guard, number 13, Michael Roberts. Also a guard, number 21, Kenyon McKee. At forward, number 23, Dustin Gerald. And at center, number 50, Isaiah Cozart. The Indians are coached by Alan Feldhaus Jr. And now let's meet your Trinity Shamrocks. Starting at guard, a 5'10 senior wearing number 1, Jacob King. At guard, a 6'4 freshman wearing number 23, Justin Powell. The third guard is a 6'1 senior wearing number 34, Lucas Berkman. At forward, a 6'3 sophomore wearing number 13, David Johnson. And at forward, a 6'2 senior wearing number 10, David Burton. The Rocks are coached by Mike Szabo. Your officials for tonight's game from the Kentuckiana Basketball Officials Association, Kevin O'Brien, Jeff Garrity, and Gerald Gray.
Alrighty, thanks to Mike Giedig for the starting lineups there. Dave, Rocks have a few guys averaging double figures, not the least of which Jacob King, who's only been back for a handful of games.
So great to see him back.
But he's averaging 10.4. Jay Scrubb leads the way, a little over 16 points a game. He'll come off the bench. And then David Johnson, who's just the most multi-purpose player you could ever want to have on your team,
Where's Lucas
averaging
in
11.3. Lucas Berkman also at 12.8. So 4 guys averaging double figures for the Rocks.
Team
David
basketball,
Johnson,
brother.
David Johnson going to jump center against, it looks like, number 50, Isaiah Cozart, the center for Madison Central, and Johnson controls the tip. David Burton comes up with it. Rocks will have it. Trinity in their home white with the green lettering. Madison Central in blue, trimmed in red. Powell with the basketball for Trinity to Berkman. They work the perimeter. Back out front to Berkman. Right side Powell.
Indians open up in a 2-3 zone.
2-3 zone. Rocks are going to have to use some of that shooting from the last game. 14 of 25 from three-point land. Let's see if they can do that again tonight. King inside to Burton, out to Johnson. thought about pulling the trigger, passes on it. Now Powell also passes on the three-pointer. Nobody wants to take the first shot for the Rocks. Deflected.
We thrown 16 passes already, 17.
Now a three from Lucas Berkman, no good. Long rebound by Madison Central. And the Rocks took 45 seconds, came up with nothing. But they looked poised.
They moved the ball well.
Indians first possession of the evening. They get it down to Cozart. He's going to take about an 8-footer left baseline, no good. Rebound Berkman. He'll get it to King. King pushes forward, no numbers, so now he's going to kick it back out to Berkman. Now Johnson for three, right side, good. 3-0, Rocks lead it here early. Madison Central now in the front court. The driving runner is good. That was Kenyon McKee, putting the Indians on the board. 3-2 Trinity early on. I want to welcome all the folks that are watching on the YouTube stream. If you're listening on the radio and you want to check out the video action as King drives baseline, kicks it to Berkman. He passes on a three, drives, little runner, no good. Rebound at Madison Central. You can go to Trinity's website, trinityrocks.com, click on news, which is at the top of the screen, and there will be a story on the live stream tonight with a link to the YouTube broadcast. Rocks in a man-to-man defense, which they have played, what do you think, Dave? 97% of the time all season. And Madison Central almost losing the basketball. Minter now does lose it. Powell comes up with the steal, drives up and in.
Boy, that freshman is just fundamentally sound.
5-2, Trinity leads just over 2 minutes into this contest. Gerald's back over to Minter. Isaiah Minter gets fouled. It's going to go against David Johnson. That's not the type of foul you want to see.
No.
David Johnson, his first foul of the game.
Rocks full house on the home side.
It is a big crowd here at Steinhauser Gym. Madison Central inbounds into the backcourt. Rocks really extending what looks like kind of a 1-3-1 trapping defense. Get it down low to Cozart, and Cozart has it stripped by King. King with the basketball. Gets it down low to Johnson, who loses the handle, and that was a good pass, though, by Jacob King.
You know, Cozart was the X factor last year. Remember, we went up there, and he had the big game against us as a freshman. But we know how to play him now.
You know, one of the things Coach Szabo said a little bit in his comments and at the end of his coach's comments is that they want to really work on some different defenses as the air ball by Madison Central is going to go out of bounds, Trinity possession.
Right.
And, you know, not just play man-to-man defense the entire game.
Well, yeah,
we've seen that
still
already.
have things we need to work on. Yeah, and he's absolutely right.
King into the front court for the Rocks. Little runner and kind of forced that one, but gets it. And the Rocks now lead 7-2. 4:40 to play here in the opening quarter. I want to thank VO2 Multisport for their sponsorship of first quarter action. As Indians drive and now kick it back out. Passing on a three, now stepping up on the line and shooting the two. No good there by Minter. Madison Central gets their own rebound, and Rocks thought they had a block, but it's going to be the first foul of the game. First shooting foul of the game.
Trinity foul on David Burton, number 10. His first, team second.
So going to the line for Madison Central is Kenyon McKee. First free throws for either team. First attempt is up and good. Second attempt for the junior guard is up and good. And we've got the game's first substitution for Trinity. Stan Turnier is going to come in, and Lucas Berkman is going to have a seat. 7-4 Rocks. Just over 4 minutes to play here in the opening quarter from Steinhauser Gym. Turnier, right side to Johnson. Johnson dribbles, now kicks left side, and King going to take a three, no good. A little hard, and rebound is kind of a loose ball rebound picked up by Madison Central. We've reached the midpoint of quarter number one, 7-4 Trinity. Madison Central in the front court. And I'll tell you, that foul's going to go against King, but That's a tough one because the Madison Central player was out of control.
Yeah, it was a good call, though.
It was a good call. Just unfortunate that you foul somebody when they're in that position.
When they're out of control like that, right.
Gerald's to inbound. Gerald gets it back in the paint. They kick it right side. Good defense on the baseline there by Johnson. And now the Rocks come up with the steal. That's Powell. He's going to lead the break. Kicks it to King. King drives and, wow, has it swatted by Cozart. Rocks get the ball back.
Long arms got in the way.
Cozart has about a foot on Jacob King. King, little fade away, good from the right baseline.
Jacob's back in the groove.
9-4 Trinity. Rocks have stayed in that little trapping defense, and the loose ball rebound this time is picked up by Madison Central. Oh, there's a foul on Trinity. Ooh, they're going to call a walk on Madison Central. I really thought Turnier fouled him.
It's only a foul if they call it.
That's okay. What comes around goes around, right? All balances out.
That's what they say at the amusement park.
Trinity working the perimeter against this 2-3 zone of Madison Central. Johnson going to take a three, top of the key, no good. Rebound Cozart. Indians going the other way. Driving and throwing up a little runner, and it's good. That's McKee. And Trinity's going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. Welcome back, everyone. Wayne Krause and Dave Aberly here at Steinhauser Gym. Rocks lead at 9-6, 2:46 to play here in the opening quarter. Set the stage for you here. It's Burton, King, Powell, Johnson, and now Jay Scrub, who checked in during that timeout for the Rocks.
Right, and Brandon King's waiting to check in.
They get it down to Scrub. He goes into the lane, now gives it to King, and I believe King was trying to throw a little alley-oop to Scrub there.
Looks like
kind of hit the rim. I think it was in between a shot and an alley-oop, but no good.
Let's call it a shot at that.
Yeah, I think he gets an 0 for 1 on that, doesn't he?
Go, Jay!
Our stat man, Ernie Denham, sitting to our right here at press row. Trinity back to a man-to-man defense. And Cozart, actually, they're going to call a held ball. And really, it was Jay Scrub that calls that held ball, Dave.
That was good help side defense.
Brendan King going to replace his brother Jacob King in the Trinity lineup.
Go, Brendan!
Is Isaiah Minter going to inbound for Madison Central. Gets it into Gerald's. Back to Minter, and he'll run the show. 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter, 9-6 Trinity. Minter goes left side, McKee. Back to Minter. Minter's being guarded by David Burton. No, Burton's going to come out and take McKee, partially blocked by Burton. Powell comes up with it. Rocks are moving. Nice pass down low to Jay Scrub. Give the assist to Powell. And the Rocks lead is now 11-6, minute and a half to play here in the first quarter. Passing on a three and driving now is Minter. Get it down in the left corner, and that one's good by Dustin Geralds. I believe that's his first points of the game, Dave?
Yes, it is.
And just like that, it's a 2-point contest, 11-9 Rocks. Powell going to take a three, left corner, no good. Battle for the rebound. Scrub comes down with it. Kicks it out to Johnson. Now right side, Brendan King. Back to Johnson. Johnson drives, lays it to Scrub for the easy two. I think Scrub wanted to dunk it. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Trinity leads 13-9. The biggest lead has been 5. And now launching a three for Madison Central and not getting the roll was Gerald's. Scrub with the rebound. He's going to bring it up himself. Gives it to Powell. Powell out front to Burton. Brendan King passes on a three right side. Madison Central's been in the 2-3 zone pretty much the whole
The
quarter.
whole first quarter. They haven't come out of it.
I tell you, when the Rocks are 14 of 25 from 3 on their last game, and then a team comes in and says, we're going to play 2-3 zone, they're daring you to do it again.
They play pretty good 2-3. They're very active.
Under 10 seconds now, Rocks holding for the last shot. Johnson with the basketball out front. Now he's going to drive, 3 seconds, gives it to Powell. He'll take a 3. It's short, no good, and we have 1 quarter in the books. 13-9, Trinity leads it. We'll take a 60-second break. You're listening to Trinity High School basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, in recognition of breast cancer awareness and research, basketball referees will be using a pink whistle for all high school games through February 4th. A contribution on behalf of the Kentucky Basketball Officials Association will be paid to the local affiliate of the Susan G. Komen for the Cure organization. Let's recognize these men and women for their contributions to our community and to breast cancer awareness.
Welcome back, everyone. 13-9, Trinity leads it after 1 quarter of play. Again, want to thank VO2 Multisport for their sponsorship there of the first quarter. And as we head to quarter number 2, LJ Harris seeing his first action in a while, along with Jay Scrub. Both Kings are out there for the Rocks, and Lucas Berkman has returned to the lineup. So a little different look for the Rocks here in quarter number 2, Dave.
Yes. Let's see how this unit works together.
Harris with it down low. Gives a perfect pass to Scrub for the dunk.
I'll tell you what.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Trinity leads at 15-9, biggest lead of the game. And they're going to say that Steps, I think he drug his pivot foot, did Isaiah Minter. For Madison Central, it is Minter, Gerald's, Ja'Cory Miller seeing his first action. Cozart is still in there down low. And who's the one I'm missing? Let's see, number 22, Alan Mays has checked into the game. Trinity with the basketball. Brendan King in the right corner. Out front to his brother Jacob. Now Lucas Berkman passes on a 3 left side. Long cross-court pass to Brendan King. Back to Berkman, he'll drive, kicks it to Jacob King for 3, top of the key, good.
Money.
18-9, biggest lead of the game for the Rocks.
Now the Rocks pick up the pressure, 2-2-1.
Rocks get the steal on the full court press. King with the steal, passes on the 3. Good pass down low to Berkman. He's going to draw the foul. First free throws of the night for Trinity. Gives me an opportunity to thank Dr. Donald Fry and his staff at Smiles on Hurstburn. They're proud supporters of Trinity basketball. Smiles on Hurstburn also proud to provide the Louisville area the best personal and comprehensive care and services for their patients, including Invisalign, implants, cosmetic work, and more. Dr. Fry and the staff at Smiles on Hurstburn are focused on making you 100% satisfied with their service. Smiles on Hurstburn, located on the corner of Hurstburn Lane and Westport Road. Go to smilesonhurstburn.com for more information. Got a 30-second timeout on the floor, and when we return, Berkman will have 2 free throws.
Glad to see LJ come in and make a positive contribution the very first time he touched the ball. That was a great pass to Scrub in the lane. Nice little bounce pass. Scrub went up and threw it down.
I tell you, LJ's a good kid. I actually had him in class. I was proctoring somebody else's class, and I've never had him in my own class.
Right.
But he knew exactly who I was, and he even asked me about my nephew, really how he was doing and stuff, and just
he's an
very polite and cordial. Berkman at the line for 2. First attempt is up and good. Instantly want to thank Ernie Denham for keeping the stats. His first quarter stats, Rocks were 6 of 13 from the field. Only 1 of 5 from three-point land, though. Out-rebounding Madison Central 7-6 in that first quarter.
One turnover for the Rocks in the first quarter.
As Berkman's second free throw is also good. 20-9, Trinity. Madison Central breaks the press, and Jay Scrub comes up with the steal. They tried the little alley-oop to Cozart, but Scrub was there. Scrub drives and lays it in.
Wow, that was a man's move.
I thought he might have gotten fouled too, but makes it 22-9. And the Rocks are trying to take this game to another level, I believe.
They're doing it right now.
Trinity still in a full-court press. Berkman, Harris, King comes up with the steal, and King lays it in. I tell you, Madison Central is going to take another timeout. 6:29 to go here in quarter number 2. Trinity leads at 24-9. We're going to take a 30-second break. This is Trinity High School basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone. Wayne Krause and Dave Aberle at Steinhauser Gym, where the Rocks lead 24-9, 6:29 to play here in the first half. Trinity on an 11-0 run right now, Dave.
You read my mind.
I read what you wrote on the paper.
Oh, okay.
Cozart down low for Madison Central, and there's a good, strong move. He's going to go to the line for 2. And obviously, in that last time out, Madison Central's Coach Feldhouse said, get the ball down low where we need to be. Cozart, big sophomore. I'll tell you what, 2 of the best sophomores in the state of Kentucky are on the floor tonight.
Yes.
In Cozart and David Johnson. First free throw by the big man is good. I want to again thank Bill Collins Ford, our title sponsor for Trinity basketball this season, as Cozart's second free throw is up and rattles in. 24-11 now, Rocks lead it, just over 6 minutes to play in the half. Scrub, Berkman, Harris, and both Kings on the court for Trinity. Brendan King going to drive left side, kicks it to Scrub. He'll take a 3, top of the key, in and out. And battle for the rebound. Harris almost came up with it. Madison Central gets possession. Again, if you want to watch the YouTube stream, go to trinityrocks.com, click on news at the top of the page, as air ball there by Madison Central is rebounded by Brendan King. Rocks going the other way. Down low, Harris. Harris looking inside, not much there. Drives on Cozart, takes it strong to the hole. It's blocked, and now he kicks it to Berkman for 3, and it's good. Largest lead of the game for the Rocks, 27-11. Again, go to trinityrocks.com, click on news at the top of the screen, and you'll see the link to the story about the YouTube broadcast, and you can watch this one. Trinity in a 2-3 zone here, Dave, it looks like.
Yeah, they're changing it up, but they're giving them a lot of full court pressure.
Actually, now they're matching up into man-to-man, it looks like. Kind of disguise their man-to-man with a 2-3 zone at the very beginning of this possession. As they're looking down to Cozart, they get it to him, but he's 20 feet away from the basket. That's not where they want Cozart to have the ball. And now they throw it away. Turnover for the Indians, going to give the ball back to the Rocks as Powell checks back in for Trinity. Also checking back in for Madison Central, Ja'Cory Miller and Michael Roberts.
This has been one heck of a quarter for the Rocks so far.
Jacob King walking it up for Trinity. Harris, top of the key. Ooh, thought about it, a little alley-oop to Scrub. Scrub's wide open down low, but they couldn't get him in time. Now Berkman for 3, left side, good. Rocks really pouring it on here, folks. 30-11, 4:25 to go in the half. Rocks still in a full court pressure defense. Jacob King not able to get him in or keep him out of the front court, but Madison Central throws it away, so it'll be Trinity basketball.
Great turnover, did its job.
Johnson and Burton checking back in for the Rocks. L.J. Harris going to head to the bench along with Jacob King.
Here we go, guys.
Let's see, at the end of the quarter, what was the score at the end of the quarter? What are we on?
13-9 at the end of the first quarter.
It's 13-9, so 17-2 run here
17-2 run.
in the second quarter. Berkman with it out front for Trinity. Thought about pulling up from 3. Instead, he's going to drive, lays it up and in.
Nice move.
Madison Central almost walked, and he did.
He did.
Michael Roberts drug his pivot foot, and that's going to be another turnover. Checking back in for Madison Central is Kenyon McKee.
Replacing number 13, Michael Roberts.
So for Trinity, Johnson, Burton, Berkman, Powell, and Scrub on the floor. Powell with it out front. Looks like Madison Central, they're still in that 2-3, they're just matching up. Berkman almost threw it away, but Burton does a good job corralling it. Scrub down low, spins, little fadeaway, no good. Rebound Cozart. He'll get it up front to Miller. Ja'Cory Miller drives, now kicks it back out. That's Minter. Now right side, driving baseline. I believe that's McKee. He loses the handle. Scratch that was Gerald's that lost the handle. Trinity going the other way. Berkman. He's going to take a three right side. Good.
Feeling it. 33 this quarter.
35-11. Trinity pouring it on as the Rocks get another steal. Berkman going to drive himself. Got fouled. No call, but he lays it in. Madison Central is going to take a full timeout. They need to talk about this. 37-11. Trinity leads it. 2:48 to go here in the second quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Trinity High School basketball on AM 970 WGTK Louisville.
Also, you can follow Trinity, just follow on Twitter at Go Rocks. And for all the latest sports news, follow us at Trinity Sports.
Welcome back, everyone. Wayne Krause and Dave Aberle here at Steinhauser Gym, where the Rocks are outscoring, correct me if I'm wrong here, Dave, 24-2 here in the second quarter. Rocks really pouring it on here. Trinity is 9 for 12 in field goals this quarter, 4 of 5 from three-point land. That's a good half of basketball for a lot of teams.
And Lucas Berkman has 15. After going scoreless in the first quarter, he comes out and exceeds his average in the second quarter. He gets 15 points far.
These guys know that the game's being broadcast on YouTube also, and whoever's player of the game gets to actually sort of be on TV and radio. So, it's a battle. Trinity matching up in some pressure defense here in the half court as Indians trying to figure something out here. Rocks just stifling. McKee drives, gives it up to Miller. Back out front to McKee. Back to Miller. They try to get it down low to Cozart, and that's an easy way to score too.
They needed that.
Cozart with the dunk. 37-13, just over 2 minutes to play in the half. David Johnson going to drive, lays it up, no good. He'll go to the line for two. And again, thank Bill Collins Ford, our title sponsor. Also VO2 Multisport, their sponsorship of first quarter action. VO2 should have done second quarter. This is a much better quarter. Johnson at the line for two. First attempt is up. Been good. Jacob King and LJ Harris back into the game for the Rocks. Berkman heads out. I didn't see who else left the game. Also, Stan Turnier is going to replace David Burton. Second free throw for the sophomore is no good. Back of the rim. And Cozart comes up with it. 38-13 now. 2 minutes to play in the half. Rocks still extending that defense. It's almost like with the big lead, they're stepping it up and stepping it up a notch. Now long three for Minter is good.
He can practice some things when he's got a nice lead.
King drives and throws it away. So 38-16, minute 41 to play here in the half.
Go, Rock.
Rocks kind of settle into a man-to-man here in the half court now. King guarding the point man out front. That's Minter. Madison Central goes left side to McKee. Out front to Gerald's, and there's going to be a foul. It's going to be against Turnier. Madison Central going to have it on the far sideline.
Quick first half, Wayne.
We like that. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't get paid by the hour.
Oh, that's true.
Let's get it over with. Get a big win.
Do we get paid?
Actually, halftime's 2 minutes longer because of the football presentation. So need a little bonus tonight.
Oh, nice shot.
From the free throw line, Dustin Gerald sinks the basket, cutting the Trinity lead to 20, 38-18, under a minute to play. And King thought he got fouled, no call. Rocks maintain possession, and Powell to Harris. Rocks a little discombobulated here. They need to slow things down, and now Jacob King gonna slow it down. And it looks like Coach Zabo wants him to get one shot. 40 seconds to play here in the half.
Why not?
Jacob King just watching the official to the left side. Now we'll pass it over right side to Johnson. David Johnson on the dribble, gives it to LJ Harris. 19 seconds to Powell. Now King. 12 seconds to play in the half. King backs it out. Now the Rocks will run their offense. King drives and has it blocked by Cozart, but Cozart also blocks Powell's shot. And now Turnier throws up a prayer, top of the backboard, no good, as time expires in the half. 38-18, Trinity leads it over Madison Central at the half. We will take a break, be back to talk about it. You're listening to Trinity High School basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, the Trinity High School football team again completed a highly successful season, culminating with a 6A state championship. May I direct your attention to center court, where tonight, Coach Beatty and his team are being honored by Max Preps and the Army National Guard. To tell you more about this prestigious award, I'd like to introduce Todd Townsend of Max Preps.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here back at Trinity High School. This is the 5th time we've been here to present this trophy to your outstanding team. Max Preps is a nationally rated sports program that evaluates teams based upon strength of schedule, based upon championship runs and championship wins. Out of 20,000 high school football teams, Max Preps evaluates every one of them, and at the end of the year, presents these trophies to only 50 in the nation. It's a privilege to be here with our Kentucky National Guard member. We've been fellowshipping with them for the last 12 years, and I appreciate so much of their partnership. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Sergeant Brumley for the presentation. Hey, give it up for your Trinity football.
Welcome back, everyone. Wayne Krause and Dave Avery here at the half. Rocks lead at 38-18, and the applause you hear in the background, Dave, is the Max Preps Tour of Champions. The Army National Guard is honoring the football team, the undefeated and state champion and nationally ranked in every poll.
Right. Yeah, they were just talking on the break. They evaluate like 20,000 teams over the course of the year and only give 50 of these awards across the United States.
And they said it was the 5th time they've been here.
It's the 5th time.
To Trinity. So a lot of the seniors from the football team are down there accepting this award here at the half. So congratulations to the state champion football Rocks. Boy, it sure would be nice if we could double up football and basketball.
We've done it before.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Would be nice to be in Rupp Arena here in a couple months,
Yes.
wouldn't it, Dave? Rocks lead at 38-18 here at the half. And Dave, you want to go ahead and go through the halftime stats here? I'll give the team stats real quick. Trinity is 15 of 29 from the field, so just over 50%, holding Madison Central to 6 of 14 shooting. So the Rocks have taken more than twice as many field goal attempts as Madison Central. Trinity also a very strong 5 of 10 from three-point land. Neither team, well, Madison Central 4 of 4, and Trinity 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Madison Central, let's see, from 3 is only 2 of 4. Rocks also out-rebounding Madison Central 12 to 9. How about this? Rocks have created 13 turnovers and have only turned the ball over themselves twice. That is huge. Our thanks to Ernie Denham for keeping those team stats. And Dave, what do you got for the individuals?
Well, we really put the pedal to the metal in the second quarter, 25 to 9 quarter for the Rocks. Let's go over the individual scoring. Isaiah Mentor had 3 for Madison Central. Kenyon McKee scored 6. Dustin Geralds scored 5. And Isaiah Cozart had 4 for a total of 18 points. For the Rocks, we had Jacob King with 9, David Johnson with 4, Justin Powell with 2, Jay Scrub 8, and Lucas Berkman pitched in 15 in the first half.
So Rocks really pouring it on there in the second half, 38 to 18. Your score. Matter of fact, I believe Madison Central sort of outscored the Rocks late to cut it to 20. I mean, the Rocks lead was actually a little bit bigger than that at one point. We need to go ahead and take another halftime break, and we'll be back to talk a little bit more about this one. Again, we've still got 16 more minutes of high school basketball to go. Trinity and Madison Central. Again, Rocks lead at 38-18. We'll be right back. You're listening to Trinity High School Basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Trinity's class of 2021. Each took a placement test and will begin school with us in August. Let's give a big warm Trinity welcome to the newest members of the Trinity family, the class of 2021. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the court the Varsity Academy dance team.
Let's walk down the hallway here in Steinhauser Gym
Okay.
and see what Coach Zabo is telling his guys. I mean, you don't want them to get a big head how well they played in the second quarter. What do you want them to keep doing?
You want to keep playing hard. You want this first 3 minutes of the second half. You really want to let Madison Central know that you're not getting back in this game tonight. This is our house. This is our night. And hopefully you get a chance to work on some things that you've been doing at practice, try some different things. And guys on the bench should be, licking their chops saying we're going to get some PT tonight.
Well, Trinity, again, has really looked strong tonight. And they've got their full complement of players tonight. I mean, everybody is healthy. Everybody
Right.
is. The Rocks played, I think, 9 different people in the first half.
But, that's not uncommon for this team. I mean, we play, Mike plays a lot of young men, and he has confidence in every one of them, and they know that. And that's why they can come in off the bench and make positive contributions. It's just like LJ tonight hasn't played in 2 or 3 games. He came in and just did some real positive things, and all of them. And, your leading scorer and probably the most athletic kid on the team, Jay Scrub, comes off the bench.
Yeah, he is the leading scorer, and he does come off the bench.
Right.
And I tell you, we mentioned earlier in the first half, but if you're a college coach, this is not a bad little game to come see. The Cozart kid, the sophomore for
Right.
Madison Central, highly regarded. David Johnson, Scrub. The Rocks have several people that are going to be able to play at the next level.
Right.
This is, Jason Larch and I always say on the football broadcast, what a bang for your buck for $6 or $7 to come out and watch a high school football game.
To see talent like this on the floor.
Just as big a bang for your buck here at Steinhauser Gym.
You're right.
To watch this high school basketball
And this
contest.
team is fun to watch. It's just like the first possession of the game. Even though we didn't score, I mean, how unselfish were they against that zone? They must have thrown 16, 17 passes before they before they got their first shot off, But they look for each other, But this team is at its best when it's pressing and running.
We have 16 more minutes of high school basketball, folks, and we need to take one more halftime break. 38-18, Trinity leads it over Madison Central here at the half. We will be right back. You're listening to Trinity High School Basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone. Wayne Krause and Dave Aberle here at Steinhauser Gym, where the Rocks lead at 38-18 over Madison Central here at the half. And if you're watching this game on YouTube, you know that you saw a pretty good pretty good half of basketball by the Rocks against a quality Madison Central team, but especially that second quarter. Trinity just really looked good.
Right, and I'll tell you one thing. I think back to some earlier games this season, the first couple games we did, the Rocks were scoring a lot of points. I think we scored 100 points the first
101
game.
points the first broadcast.
But we were giving up a lot of points early in the season, too. You notice that, and Mike Zabo
would rather give up only 40 than score 100.
The scores are coming down on the other team. They're not scoring as much. The defense just keeps improving.
Madison Central going to have the ball to begin the third quarter of play. Looks like the starters for the team from Richmond: Minter, Roberts, McKee, Geralds, and Cozart. For Trinity, it's also going to be the starting five. Oh no, Jay Scrub is in there for the Rocks. It's going to be Scrub, Burton, King as the shot by Madison Central, no good, and it's going to be out of bounds off Trinity. Let's see here. We got Johnson, Burton, Scrub, Berkman, and Jacob King to begin things for the Rocks. So basically just Scrub instead of Powell here to start the second half. And the Indians, oh, he walked. He sure did.
Credit that to Lucas Burton. He just got up in his face and the kid shuffled his feet.
So that's, I guess, 14 turnovers, right, Ernie?
Let's go, Big Dave.
Burton going to inbound right below us here at the press table. Jacob King going to run the show for Trinity. He gives it up to Berkman. Now to Johnson. David Johnson on the dribble. Right side. Drives. Takes it strong. Gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Madison Central foul on number 13, Michael Roberts.
I think in the first half, neither team got to the bonus. I guess nobody's in foul trouble.
That's why it was a quick half. I mean, there wasn't many free throw shots.
First free throw, no good. Second attempt for Johnson. Is up, been good. 39-18, just underway here in the second half. Rocks in a full court pressure defense. King guarding the basketball, that's Mentor. They get it into the front court. Driving and laying it up and in is Kenyon McKee.
Kid to throw that high off the glass.
It's almost the very top of the glass. Jacob King works it right side to Berkman for Trinity. Top of the key now, Scrub. Scrub thinks about driving on Cozart. Now he does. Takes it up strong, and Cozart blocks it out of bounds. Trinity will retain possession. I'd say Cozart's got, what, 3 or 4 blocks?
Yes.
Maybe 5.
Well, that's one thing that they're not going to stop him.
Berkman.
Let's go, J-Boy.
Down low to Scrub. Scrub drives baseline. Strong to the hole, but the dunk goes in and out. I tell you, I like the effort, though, by Jay Scrub.
Right.
Tried to dunk it right around Cozart. The ball just wouldn't go down. McKee out front to Mentor. How about that? You got one of your big men, David Burton, guarding the guard, Mentor. And this one's going to go out of bounds to Trinity. They try to get it low to Cozart. It just went off his fingertips. Checking back into the game is Ja'Cory Miller.
Kind of sloppy third quarter start.
Pick up where that second quarter left off. 6:40 to play here in the third. 39-20 Trinity. King. Right side to Berkman. Berkman will cross court to Scrub. The alley-oop, no good. Rebound Burton, top of the key to King. Right side Berkman. Boy, the Rocks really passing the ball crisply. Now King, about a 10-foot fade away, good. Jacob King's basket doubles up Madison Central now, 41-20. And David Johnson almost with a foul. Now instead he gets the steal. It's 1-on-2, but he's going to take it all the way to the hole, lays it up and in. That is one athletic basketball play right there.
Now this is the kind of game the Rocks want, up and down the floor.
Goal by Gerald's for Madison Central makes it 43-22 Trinity. Driving, and we're going to say he took steps. Boy, Berkman thought he got the bucket and the foul, but instead it'll be a turnover.
Get it back, babe.
Rocks in a full court press. McKee being hounded in the backcourt, picks up his dribble, needs help. Gets it to Mentor, and now to right side. That's going to be Miller for 3, good. Well. So a little bit of life left here in Madison Central. 43-25, 5:15 to play here in the third. Rocks have led. Have they led throughout? Did we fall behind early? No. Rocks have led every moment of this contest.
Was that Ja'Cory Miller on the last 3?
That was Ja'Cory Miller on the last 3. King driving, gives it to Burton. Right side, left side, David Johnson. He's going to drive, spin move from the lane, 10-footer, no good. Rebound Scrub, and Scrub gets hammered by a couple of players.
Yeah. thinking about
They were
throwing.
not going to let him go up strong to the hole.
Good help.
Jay Scrub going to go to the line for a pair.
Indians foul on number 23.
Again, want to remind folks that at the conclusion of this contest, we will have the 10-pin strike and spare Family Fun Center player of the game. As Scrub's first free throw is up and wow, rattles out. Touched every part of the rim and slipped the bottom. LJ Harris and Powell checking back in for the Rocks. Second free throw attempt for Scrub is up and good. So Justin Powell, Scrub, Jacob King, Harris, and Berkman for the Rocks right now. Trinity still in the full court pressure defense. They lead at 44-25, almost create the turnover. Miller drives the lane, kicks it out front to Mentor. Now down low to Cozart, takes it up strong for a basket.
A left-handed jump hook.
44-27 now, Trinity. LJ Harris, left side, Berkman. Berkman on the dribble. Backs it up. Now drives, takes it up strong, no good, and the follow by Powell, no good. That was almost really pretty. Harris got the rebound, but then he gets tied up. It's going to be a held ball possession. Trinity
Rocks, yeah.
Trinity going to keep it under their own goal. King to inbound. Needs to get rid of it. Gets it to Harris. Right corner, now out front to Berkman. We've reached the midpoint of quarter number 3. 44-27 Trinity. Harris down low on the block left side. Drives. Pulls up from 8 feet. No good. Rebound to Mentor, one of the shorter guys on the court. Ball just kind of fell into his lap, and we're going to say that foul is on the floor against Jacob King, I believe.
I think it might be Berkman.
Nope.
Nope, King.
I hate being right.
I know.
Brendan King going to check
Gotta
in for
make you feel
Berkman.
good.
Indians inbound under their own goal. And now there's going to be an off-the-ball foul. I think that's going to go against Madison Central. Yeah. Number 5, Isaiah Mentor, pushed off. So it'll be Trinity basketball. 3:49 to go here in the third. Rocks lead by 17.
Get him, Jacob, man.
Powell out front for the Rocks. Goes left side to King, who drives baseline, kicks it out to Scrub, and he shuffled his feet.
That's the right call.
Get it back, Jay, babe.
So Rocks have more turnovers here in the third quarter than they did the whole first half,
Yeah,
right?
they have. A little sloppy this quarter.
Trinity. Wow, I thought they were going to call foul on LJ Harris, but instead Cozart called for traveling.
Let's go, Justin.
Approaching the 3-minute mark.
Go, Jay, babe.
Say, we've been oh, wow, Rocks almost throw it away. Good job by Powell to come up with that loose ball.
LJ was running down the floor and didn't see the pass coming.
But it almost hit him.
I know.
Jay.
Never take your eyes off the ball.
King passes on the 3, gives it to Scrub, left side Powell. From the left wing, he'll dribble, goes down the lane, lays it up and in. Nice. That is one strong move for a freshman.
Yes, it
It's
is.
a strong move for anybody, especially a freshman.
Get him, LJ.
46-27. Rocks are just not letting up. Launching a 3 is Miller, and it's good.
He's come to life this quarter.
Corey Miller's 3 cuts the Trinity lead to 16. 46-30, under 2.5 minutes to play here in the third. King to Harris. He's going to take a 3, top of the key, air ball, and I believe it hit the baseline. It'll be Madison Central basketball. Rock's going to make a couple of substitutes here as David Johnson, David Burton, and Stan Turnier head back into the game for the Rocks. Staying on the floor will be Brendan King and Justin Powell.
Baseball pass.
Long pass. Ooh, Brendan King almost got the steal, but they're going to call the foul. Only the second team foul for the Rocks here in the second half.
King, number 30, his first, team second.
Madison Central to inbound under their own goal. Welcome all the YouTube watchers as well as the radio listeners and internet listeners for that matter, all over the world. Madison Central staying outside the three-point line. Miller almost drug his pivot foot. Picks up his dribble, looking inside. Cozart wants that basketball badly. They just can't get it to
Get
him.
out of the lane.
Shot's no good. Battle for the rebound. Cozart does a good job to keep it alive for Madison Central. They're going to call David Johnson on the foul.
Trinity foul, number 13.
1:39 to go here in quarter number 3. Rocks lead at 46-30. Tell you, Madison Central has played a little tougher
A
third
little
quarter.
better. A little better.
Cozart loses the inbound pass, and good job by David Burton to get on his back and save it for the Rocks. Powell to Johnson, down low to, I believe that was Turnier for 2. I'll tell you, Justin Powell, he started the season off strong as a freshman, and he has only gotten better.
Right.
That's going to go against Turnier. A bit of a touch foul right here below the broadcast booth.
Trinity foul on number 32, Stan Turnier. His second, team fourth.
48-30. Trinity leads it, 1:21 to play here in quarter number 3. Rock's going to be content to play some half-court defense here. Is your writing hand getting a little tired there,
too many
Dave?
points.
Looks like your hand is cramping up, keeping stats over here.
Right.
Rock's really doing a good job not letting Madison Central get that ball down low to Cozart. Burton guarding Cozart on the block, and good job coming up with the steal is David Johnson.
Oh, that's a foul.
And they're going to call a block against Miller. Really probably not too bad of a foul because the Rocks were going to have the numbers
Rocks
going
had the
other way.
numbers, yeah. And that's what the Rocks want to do. They want to get out and run with the ball.
So just as quickly as Madison Central could get the ball down to Cozart, they get the steal by playing good defense. Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. David Johnson on the dribble. Gives it to Burton. Thought about launching a three. Instead gives it to Brendan King. Back out front to Johnson.
Get him, David.
David Johnson content to let some time run off the clock. 30 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Johnson picks up his dribble, gives it to Burton, top of the key. Right side to Brendan King. Rock's going to go to hold it for one here. Under 20 seconds. Back to Johnson, right side. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Now 12. Count is on. Right side to Powell, back to Johnson. 6 seconds.
Spread out, ready to
5.
create.
He's going to take a three. Good.
Oh.
Madison Central can't even get a shot off, and the Rocks will head to the fourth quarter, leading it 51-30. Folks, we will take a 60-second break and be right back. You're listening to Trinity High School basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
And that's while they last. here. Call 893 Rock for more information on the celebration dinner.
Welcome back, everyone. Rocks lead at 51-30 as we head to quarter number 4. After 3 quarters, Rocks are 20 of 42 from the field. Madison Central just 11 of 21. So basically, Rocks out shooting the Indians by a 2-1 margin. Trinity also 6 of 12 from three-point land. Madison Central is 4 of 8. So both teams 50% from the three-point arc. Madison Central 4 of 4 from the line. Rocks just 5 of 8. And Trinity out rebounding the Indians by 3 and turnovers. 20-4. Madison Central Rocks actually make it 21-4 now as the Indians just threw the ball out of bounds.
Pretty even quarter, though. Rocks only won that quarter 13-12. So let's see if we have a good fourth quarter.
It's Johnson, Burton, Scrub, Berkman, and Powell here in the fourth quarter as the runner is no good for the Rocks. Driving and pulling up from the lane and hitting the 10-footer is Kenyon McKee. Johnson to Scrub. He's going to take a long 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Johnson, no good on the follow. And getting the rebound was McKee. They'll get it to Minter, and Rocks will settle into some half-court defense. They get it down low to Kozar. Thought he might have traveled.
He takes that big first step.
One minute into the fourth quarter. Rocks lead is 19. Try to get it down to Kozart, but the Rocks deflect the would-be pass. Now McKee, little runner from 12 feet, no good. Battle for the rebound, and I believe they will
That young man will get on the floor, won't he?
Held ball. That's going to be, should be Trinity basketball because Madison Central had it to start the fourth quarter. Jacob King back into the game. He'll replace David Johnson. And again, remind everyone that we will have the 10-pin Strike and Spare Family Fun Center player of the game at the conclusion of this one. Jacob King to Scrub, now left side Berkman. Berkman drives, lays it up and in, and the foul.
Goal is good by Berkman.
Berkman going to try to convert the conventional three-point play as Madison Central will send Alex Mays back into the contest.
The foul is on number 10, Ja'Cory Miller. That's his second, team fifth.
Ja'Cory Miller heads to the bench as Berkman's free throw attempt forthcoming. It's up and rattles out. That is a little atypical for the senior.
17 points on the night for Lucas.
As, Lucas Berkman shooting over 81% from the free throw line. But missed that one. Scrub the rebound on the errant shot by the Indians, and now the ball is on the floor, and it's going to be another held ball. This one's going to go the Indians' way.
Madison Central possession.
I tell you, Trinity is a team shooting almost 77% from the free throw line, and looks like Brendan King, Jacob King.
Get it back, Jay.
Look at all the guys that are over 80%. Jacob King, Brendan King, Jay Scrub. That's some pretty good free throw shooters.
Yeah, well, look at the team average.
David Burton, he's at 90%. Rocks almost come up with no, they're going to say another held ball. That whistle was kind of quick.
The third held ball this quarter.
So it'll go back to Trinity. 5:45 to play in this contest. 53-32 Rocks.
Yeah, I know Mike's pleased with the 21-point lead, but I'm sure he's not pleased with the sloppy play right now.
Powell out front with it for Trinity. Right side to King. King's going to drive. Kicks it left side. Long three. No good. That attempt was from Lucas Berkman, and the rebound comes to Madison Central. Indians from the free throw line. No good. It's short by Gerald. Trinity with the rebound, and King lays it up and no good. I'll tell you, that's one that he probably could. He gets back and gets the steal, though.
That's what I love about the kid.
I'll tell you, he probably converts that 9 out of 10 times. Now a three by Powell, no good. And Madison Central running. Boy, it's getting sloppy on both sides. I think, yeah, he took some steps. That was Gerald's on the turnover there. Is L.J. Harris going to come into the game and Jay Scrub going to have a seat? So Powell, Harris, Berkman, Jacob King, and Burton for the Rocks right now. 4:50 to play in this basketball game. 53-32 Trinity.
This was your start lineup for about the first 14 games of the year.
Harris kicks it left side. No, it wasn't because Jacob King wasn't out there.
Right.
Burton for three, no good. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Berkman comes up with it, lays it up, no good. And out of bounds, that should be Trinity ball, and it is.
Way to hustle loose.
We have to put Johnson out there instead of King.
Right, there we go.
Miller back into the game for Madison Central.
He replaces number 21, Kenyon McKee.
Harris gives it to Powell. Powell picks up his dribble, goes left side. It's Berkman out front to Burton now. L.J. Harris gonna drive the lane, lays it up, no good. Thought he might have got a little contact.
He got slapped on the wrist, but
no call. Miller picks up his dribble, looking inside to Cozart, and coming up with the steal was Harris. Now they get the steal. Jacob King comes up with it. He'll run it up into the front court for Trinity.
Nice
down
pass.
low to Harris for two.
Beautiful pass.
L.J. Harris gets the easy bucket off the King assist.
His first two of the night.
55-32 Trinity, launching a three now. Good is Isaiah Minter. (55-35). Rocks have been in control throughout. .3:15 to go in this contest. Powell with it out front for Trinity. Left side Berkman. Passes on a three, now drives the lane.
Nice.
Up and no good. Rebound Cozart. Indians thought about running with it, but the Rocks get back on defense. L.J. Harris doing a good job down low, keeping them from getting the ball to Cozart. And just like that, they switch Harris and Burton. And now launching a three is Alex Mays, and it's good. I believe, is that his first bucket of the game?
It is.
Looks like Trinity is going to take a timeout. So we'll take a quick 30-second break. 2:38 to go in the contest, 55-38 Trinity. You're listening to Trinity High School basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone. Wayne Krause and Dave Aberly here at Steinhauser Gym with 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go in this high school basketball contest. Rocks in control, 55-38 over Madison Central.
We've got Logan Rose in the game for the Rocks and number 21,
Walter Johnson. Jacob King, David Burton, and Justin Powell still in there for Trinity as well. Walter Johnson with it out front for the Rocks. Goes right side to King. King drives and loses the handle. Gets it out to Burton. Now left side Powell. Powell drives to Rose, out front to King. Burton thought about a 12-footer on the baseline. Now gives it back to King. He'll drive and throws up a one-hander. It's good, and the foul. I tell you, that's a tough shot right there.
Yes, it was.
I think King's even surprised himself. Like he's smiling,
He's
like,
a
wow,
strong kid.
Can't believe I did that. Free throw attempt for the point guard is up and good. And Jacob King shooting, let's see, he was 20 of 22 coming into the game. Free throws a little over 90%. So
Jacob
Just
King
ups
looks
that.
like he's finishes tonight with 13 points.
Looks like the Rocks have a couple more substitutes. Let's see. They're not going to let that substitute in yet for the Rocks, although Colton Rice got in on that last horn along with Kamari Kinnamore. Long three, no good. As Kinnamore comes up with the rebound, he'll bring it up for the Rocks. Burton, left side, he'll pull up from the free throw line. No good. Rebound Rose, and he has it stripped. They're going to call the foul. He's going to go to the line for two.
The foul is on Dustin Gerald, number 23, his second, team 7. Logan Rose at the line, he'll have 2.
Free throw for Rose is up and no good. Checking into the game now for Trinity. Looks like Jamil Hardaway into the game.
Come on, Logan, get in the book here.
I'm looking, I don't even have Jamil Hardaway on
He's not on the roster for
the season
night.
stat. Second free throw for Rose, no good. Rebound Madison Central, 1:45 to play here in the contest. 58-38. Rocks have kind of, I don't want to say hit the cruise control, but just, it's never been any closer than this really in the second half. And coming up with the steal is Kinnamore. Kinnamore going to take it all the way to the hole. Wow, they're going to say he got stripped.
They're not going to blow the whistle much at this point.
Miller passes on the three for the Indians. I tell you, like the way the young guys in there are really still playing.
Yeah, they're playing
tough
hard.
defense. I guarantee you, Coach Zabo told them, look, you're going to get in there. I want you to play every bit as hard a defense as we've been playing all night. Rebound. Was that Hardaway?
Hardaway.
Rice on the dribble. Under a minute to play. Colton Rice drives the lane, and I think he might have
Traveled.
Yeah, drug the pivot foot. 52 ticks remaining in this contest. Trinity leads it by 20, 58-38. And Madison Central almost throws it away. Miller able to come up with it. Still looking down to try to get it to Cozart. Rocks have really done a good job defensively on that young man.
They have, well.
And now the three is good. I believe that was number 22, Alex Mays. Second three of the night. As Kinnamore gets it into the front court for the Rocks. Walter Johnson with it now. Back to Kinnamore, left wing. Nice screen there by Rose. Rose gets it on the block left side and goes up strong. It's partially blocked. Johnson, though, with the follow, it's good.
There we go.
Final seconds ticking away. Madison Central can take one more last-ditch shot,
That's
no
it.
rim, and the Rocks win it 60-41 here at Steinhauser Gym. We're going to go ahead and take a post-game break. We'll have the final game stats and our 10-pin strike and spare player of the game coming up, so don't go anywhere. Again, 60-41, Rocks victorious. We'll be right back. You're listening to Trinity High School basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone. Wayne Krause and Dave Aberle here in the post game. We've got our player of the game here with us, Jacob King. Jacob, first of all, good to have you back. Those first few games we broadcast, you were still nursing a bum finger. How's the finger, first of all?
It's 100% healed so far.
So far, huh?
Yes, sir.
It looked 100% tonight. I want to talk, first of all, if we could, about the second quarter. I thought that's about as sharp as you guys have looked
Yes, sir.
all season. What did Coach have to say about y'all's effort there going into halftime?
He was very happy with how we were hitting the boards. We were winning the boards at halftime. He was really pleased with how we were taking care of the ball. We had, I think, 2 turnovers, which is really solid. And we were really running the floor, and our defense was solid in our communication.
You know, one of the things Dave Aberle has talked about is this part of the season is kind of the grind after the LIT and before district play. You kind of get into this, you know, like you're working hard, but, you know, the playoff, what do you want to say, the postseason is still a ways away. How tough is it to stay focused? I mean, you looked at it in the second half, but I'm sorry, you looked in the second quarter, but in the second half, it seemed like y'all were maybe not quite the same level as you were in the second quarter.
I guess mainly just working on consistency. throughout the whole roster, and that's whether or not you play 30 minutes, 30 seconds, whatever it is just coming out and giving everything you have and making the right plays, talking on defense, and just trying to play our style of ball all the time.
And, one of the things we talked about in the pregame, this team has lost 3 games, but by a total of 5 points. And, those close losses, do you kind of feel like in the back of your mind those might even, help this team down the road when that situation presents itself again late in the game?
Absolutely. We have some young guys, obviously, and it's kind of important that they get into those kind of, tight game situations where, we're up by 1, down by 1 with 30 seconds. And so it's really good for them to get the experience and also to figure out how to bounce back from losses. And
Big guy, I'm just happy he's out there. I know he's happy to be out there. And you look like you're having fun out on the floor.
Yes, sir.
So I know you're happy to be back.
Absolutely.
Our player of the game, Jacob King. It's kind of ironic that we've got a point guard as our player of the game, because one of the things Coach Szabo said in the pregame is that you all had to defend their big guys down low, especially the Cozart kid, and you all really did that from the opening horn to the final horn.
Absolutely. That was definitely one of our keys of the game, because he's a really good player. And obviously, you want to try to limit their best player, do all you can.
Well, and this was a little payback from last year when we went up there and they gave us a little bit of trouble. So we held court.
Definitely adds to it.
Also, talk, if you would, again, being as you're one of the people that has the ball in your hands a lot, Trinity had only, I think the final turnovers, was it maybe 6 or
5 or 6?
Yeah, not many. And I think you forced 20-something from
24.
Madison Central. How big is that?
It's definitely something we try to do, especially this year, is putting pressure on them, trying to speed them up and get them out of their game.
All righty. Tell me, if you would, in your own words, what does this team have to do for the next month as we head forward? What do you want to see even more out of this Trinity basketball team to become the best y'all can be?
We have 3 losses, but we have to definitely stay hungry would be the word I would use, is because as you said, this is kind of the grind month, January, as you go into February. So definitely staying motivated and staying hungry.
Well,
and
we're about 20 days
fun.
away from the districts, and I think we have 5 games left on the regular schedule. There's a couple tough ones on there. This Wagner game's going to be a big one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So they're all big, but there's a couple that we're looking at.
Yes,
So,
sir.
wanna do a good job.
Wagner and Central will be broadcasting those also, Dave.
Right.
Jacob King has been our player of the game. Jacob, thank you very much. I'll let you get back to your teammates, and hopefully we have you again sometime down the road here this year.
All right. Thank you.
All righty. Thank
right,
you very
great
much.
job, buddy.
Jacob King, our 10-pin strike and spare player of the game. We'll go ahead and take one more post-game break and be right back. Again, Rock's big and victorious. They've taken the final score off. What do we have as the final score there, Dave?
It's unofficially
Both schools for their participation in
60
the
to
broadcast
41.
tonight. I would also like to thank the production team for making all this possible. Lastly, I'd like to thank you, the viewer, for tuning in to tonight's telecast. I'm Spencer Brown. Have a great rest of your evening.